2 out of 3 falls.
Like we do at this time, Kenny Holtz, my man, how you doing?
You already know, man. I go for mine. We got the shine. It's 2 weeks into the new year. It feels like 5 months if you working, that is.
Damn, so 5 months already, bro? It's been 16 days.
In 16 days, but man, I don't know. It's different from different perspectives on things, man.
I mean, yeah, with the job that you do, yeah, that shit could feel like a lifetime. So I commend you with the job that you do, because I wouldn't be in that field, bro. I can't do it.
I teach everybody, so I mean, it's a lot of work, but man,
yeah,
it's not easy.
No, that bro, definitely not, bro.
Any job, not just mine.
If you're watching us on YouTube and Twitter, thank you, man. We definitely appreciate your love and support. My man Kenny Holt, at Cowabunga _K_E_N. Myself, Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, letter J CRUZ. You can find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. And most importantly, go to youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Show some love and support for your boys on the program. Gonna get my man Terrence Watson in a little while. But we just finished SmackDown. Obviously, SmackDown was taped a while ago, early today, up in London. But we're doing the post show now because we were all at work, so we couldn't even watch it live. And but the VPN number and everything. So it's a lot going on. Noob, my man.
Noob.
Yeah, man. We're gonna try some new things with the show. As you can see, new font, new graphics. Got some things coming down the pipeline. So again, if you're watching us live on X or YouTube, any questions, comments, feedback you have regarding SmackDown tonight, even go back to Raw on Monday or the upcoming Saturday night's main event coming up next Saturday, which I totally forgot. I'm thinking Rumble, and I'm
next
like, oh
Saturday?
shit, yeah, next Saturday.
Damn,
I know, right?
Shit,
it's Saturday main event. Then the week after is the Royal Rumble, so they are ramping that shit up. So
that's a big ass build up.
Yeah. Listen, I think before we really get into it, the SmackDown of things, to me, man. Listen, you got 7 matches tonight. Last week was 6. So I guess they've been hearing some of the fans like, "Yo, man, stop with the 4-match format."
Damn, yeah.
Cut back on the ads and the commercials, and I think SmackDown was really heavy on just match, little commercial here and there, but no ads and no long ass breaks. Again, I know Raw is different with Netflix, but today on USA with SmackDown, and even last week, you're getting more of the wrestling, you're getting more of the matches. So I think they're headed in that right direction. It could be the overseas things. We don't know.
The build up for Royal Rumble and WrestleMania that season.
Yeah, plus you got Saturday main event next week. So they've as long as they're paying attention, not saying just to us, but they're paying mind to what the fans are saying about, like, yo, cut back this, cut back that. We want more of this. We want more of that. But now, does that translate to Raw? Different conversation. But at least for SmackDown purposes, we are getting more of the actual matches than all the bullshit we were getting last year. So at least they're trying. There's effort.
Yeah. You still watching, so we good.
Iceman, happy Friday. Yes, sir, man.
Friday, bro.
Got
paid. Happy payday.
That's right, noob. They got so lazy they forgot to hype up the Royal Rumble, the third biggest show of the year.
I mean, they just waiting. Probably the week
Bro,
after.
waiting for what? Is in 2 weeks?
It is. They probably waiting to like. I feel like they doing it because they already know. But it's always like a big lead up. We've been hearing wrestlers say, "I'm entering myself in the Royal Rumble," but I know what you're saying. Like every time it will be, used to be seeing these commercials that talk about the Royal Rumble, little pop references, movie references, talk about the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
As Chef Boyardee, but I don't know. It's a little different. You see the Riyadh right there. No one's going to be in Saudi, but you know, if you go to the live events, you see those, but a little bit more. You probably see more, but that takes money. So, hey, I'm not a promoter.
Yeah, and I think to your to your point about the Rumble, it's like, you know, we come from a time where, and it's weird we haven't gotten it, but like, you know, they go in the back, they go through the tumbler, they pick a fucking number out, and then, you know, you see the facial expression, like if it's a smile, they got a good number. If it's like, oh god, do you know that's like 1 through 10, like number 1, like fuck, you don't even see people just out there aside from Cody. We'll get to that in a second, but at least we don't see, like, you're 2 weeks away. And if I'm wrong, tell me, but I have not, outside of Cody Rhodes, nobody has said, I'm in the Rumble, I'm gonna win the, like, nothing of that. Nobody backstage, come pick a number. It's just like stuff that worked back then. You guys are not doing that. You're not relaying that now. And it's like it's so easy just to do that. Just to spend 5 minutes of give me 5 people coming in and go through the tumbler and pick a number and see a reaction, like, oh, where you gonna land for the Rumble. We don't get that no more.
Like for the men or women, like, do we think that it's probably like what pre-predicted? We don't want to. We already know who probably predicted. We don't want it to be like that,
bro. It's always predetermined. Like, you know, like, all right, Sean.
No, yeah. Go ahead, my friend.
Like Sean, we're gonna put you number 1, but you gotta act surprised, like all like tight. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's number is like, you know, even if the paper does not say an exact number, you're gonna act like you have a top 10 or you're 20 through 30. Just act a certain way. We're not giving the exact number right now, but unless it's a number 1 or 30, you got to act a certain way. Like, yeah, I love it, and walk out. Or like, you like, fuck me, bro. And he's like, then make the fans think, oh damn, what number did he or she get? Number 1, 3, 5. You know, you don't want to start out in the Rumble in the top 5. You know, so just little things like that we have not gotten. And in the Rumble, like Noob said, the third biggest show of the year. Some people might think it's the second biggest show of the year. You know, it's Mania then Rumble. Some might think it's Mania and SummerSlam, but I think it's Mania and Rumble. And you're 2 weeks away, and the only guy that has said anything, any person that said anything, is Cody Rhodes tonight. Which is kind of weird, but you know, it is what it is.
Do you think that it's like they already know, like we as the fans, like we already know who's going to automatically going to be in the Rumble versus to see those wrestlers go out there, as you say, go to the tumbler, go pick a number, like instead of seeing like those segments, like because we already know who it might be, like those 4 or those 8.
I'm not saying give away all 30.
Okay,
you can have like 5 or 10 pick, and then, like, you know, as time goes, you could do that. So, you know, it just something so simple, it works. Just the intrigue. You know, what you gonna do? Go to the Rumble, and then we're gonna act surprised of Brock coming out. Yeah, we knew Brock was gonna be in it, or Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, but you want to see where they're gonna end up in the Rumble. So just little things like that. Let me get T up in here. Terrence Watson, my man, how you doing?
I'm just enjoying the Rumble talk. You feel me?
I mean, do you agree? Like, we have not seen anybody with the tumbler picking numbers out, declaring it, just, and you're 2 weeks away from the Rumble.
I feel like, do they even still do that? Like, when's the last time that I've seen them actually?
But you
Actually
asking
do the
that is
whole-
you asked that. I'm like, why would they stop it anyway?
I'm just saying, you're right, because I distinctly remember when Sean would draw, and like you just brought it up, when he would draw his number and he'd be like, "Oh shit, I'm number one." Like, he wouldn't say number one, but his reaction, and it was always part of the theatrics. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Also, I want to argue real quick because I heard you say
Argue already? Damn, son.
I want to argue real quick. I heard you say it was either Mania's number one, in my opinion, SummerSlam's number two, and then Rumble's three. But
no, that's why I said that depending on who you talk to and ask, what's the most important pay per view, the biggest show, you're gonna say Mania number one, but the Rumble, depending on who you ask, that's the road to WrestleMania. Who's gonna be in the main event of WrestleMania? You got to find out at the Royal Rumble. SummerSlam is this the WrestleMania of the fucking summertime. So that's the only 2-night shows we got, SummerSlam and Mania. But the Rumble is very important. But to some, that might be number two. SummerSlam might be number three, or vice versa, depending on who you talk to. That's what I would say. You left us. All right, Kenny. Until we get Terrence back, let's start off with this. So we now know. Oh, let me see. Got him back. There you go. All right.
yeah, I don't know what happened. I got booted out. I heard everything you said. We were talking about like the importance of each one, and I got booted out.
Iceman, real quick before we get started, they are treating Trick Williams like a megastar. Yeah. That the crowd was in for him tonight.
Shout out to
up in London. He defeated Matt Cardona to advance to the final four, the fatal four-way up at Saturday Night event. The winner goes to the Royal Rumble to get Drew McIntyre. We're going to get to that right now. And then he was at the end of the show with knocking out Sami Zayn. So they're promoting him. They're putting him out there. So that kind of shows you what direction they're going to go to in the future. But Trick is going to be a major player come SmackDown. All right. So, gentlemen, let's go right to it. So we now know the final four, or the fatal four-way. I'm going to get this thing up in here. Where are we? No, not that. There you go. Boom. All right, here we go. Orton, Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, Damian Priest. The winner gets Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. We now know the fatal four-way participants. Sami beat Dragunov. Priest beat Solo. Trick beat Matt Cardona. And Orton beat The Miz. So, Kenny, talk to me about these matches and these final four, and who do you think is the winner going to get Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble in 2 weeks?
I gotta say this, as we said last week, this is a pretty good starting lineup for the Drew McIntyre title run. All three out of these four opponents all have some history with Drew McIntyre. Previously regarding either a championship run, just straight up beef, or just some healing old wounds. I think it might come down to either Randy Orton or Sami Zayn. I think it would come between Orton or Sami. But if I was to have to pick one, I think they're gonna do the motion for Randy Orton to win, based off because Drew gave him, the Claymore that took him out from the table. So might be a little payback match, return match. Keeping Randy, he still wants to fight in the championship run. So this is just to probably see what's going to happen more with Randy. I think Damian and Sami might enter themselves into the Rumble. But honestly, but also too is like, I know it probably won't, but like got a shout out to Mr. Lemon Pepper Steppers, Trick Williams, man, because let me tell you, bro, if you want to talk about somebody that has the aura and has that pop, man, yo, straight from South Kakalaki, man, Drew better watch out, because if it's down the line, you got this guy, Trick Williams, NXT champion, TNA champion. Like, Trick right now has everyone in the palm of his hand. Like, yo, this man straight up hustle and flow, man. And that's word to Terrence Howard. Like, yo,
wow.
he really has that. And it's really progressing. He has that character now. His character is almost related to Drew, but if you would have had Trick versus Drew, and especially you pushing Trick as that new upcoming star, and it's already showing how it's aligning up to what's going to happen. If I was to do a blind test, I would have been like, yo, Trick versus Drew. But right now, as I see it, the cards dealt with me, it will be Randy right now versus Drew McIntyre. That's going to happen next week.
All right. T, what you got? Sammy, Priest, Trick, Orton to get Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. Who you got?
I mean, first off, the beautiful thing about this quartet is there's no wrong answer, right? Like, any one of them would be a viable, incredible match. But I'm gonna go down the line as to, like, in order as to, like, why I don't think, you know, who's least likely to most likely to win.
Yeah,
Trick just got here. Trick's the new kid on the block. He is white hot. You know what I mean? Like all the accolades you just said, Kenny. Like, and obviously tonight, you know, I'm just now watching, but I saw on Twitter they love this guy. You know what I mean? Like, and rightfully so, right? Like, I think that's one of the beautiful things about NXT is we get to invest in these, you know, top tier performers, these top tier wrestlers before they even get to the main roster. But I also look at it like, for him, his big moment comes at the Rumble. We don't want his first Royal Rumble to not be the Royal Rumble. So that's why he's knocked off. He's the last one. He's not going to win. Now it's going to get a little bit more challenging. I actually think Sammy is next. And that's only because they're going to do this whole, you know, he has a long hill to climb, but he's never climbed this hill. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're going to see that. And he's actually one of my sleeper picks to actually win the Rumble because of that. I know we booked it mad times, and I know he's never really been in our conversation. But if I had to go sleeper, I would say Sammy's my sleeper to actually win the Rumble. And you can't win the Rumble at the Rumble if you ain't in the Rumble. So that's why he's number 2.
That's facts.
Now it comes down to Orton and our guy Damian Priest. You know what I'm saying? Like, our homie of the show.
That's right.
I'm actually going to go a little bit different here. I'm going to say next off is Randy Orton. And the reason is it's so obvious, right? Like, Randy would just be the obvious choice. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like what would be the point in watching the match? Like, other than it just being really fun and exciting and the four of them having good chemistry, which I think they will have.
Yeah. I
just feel like it would just be too obvious. It would be too blatant. So I'm hoping they go with Damian Priest based on the fact that they've had, to your point, Kenny, they have a history, right? This would put Damian in that actual universal title conversation, which I feel like Drew needs. He needs new adversaries. It can't just be him and Cody and whenever the hell Roman comes back. You know what I mean? Like, they've already kind of done it with Jacob, right? Putting him in a match with Cody and putting him in that conversation between the three of them. So why not, extend that and build up a couple, another new star, or at least ascend, not a new star, but like someone who hasn't been in that conversation, and let, him and Damian Priest run it back. I mean, they gave us one of the best, most violent matches that we've had in the past couple of years. So
yeah,
now we get to see that level of energy for the actual, the big boy belt. I'm all for it.
I think Sammy. I agree with Trick too early. Priest. I wouldn't mind Priest. But I know some fans gonna be like, we've been there, done that already. You know, I think a lot of fans, and we'll get to some topics later. They're in that we've been there, done that kind of vibe for a lot of shit. So I guess they're in the mode for something new, and we've been there with Orton and Drew already. So the last man's got to be Sami Zayn. Now, does Sami Zayn win? I'm gonna say no. He's not going to win against. I mean, anything is possible. But I just don't see Drew dropping the title 2 weeks after he fucking beat Cody Rhodes. So, but it's something new. Unless you guys can remind me, when did Sami and Drew ever lock up one-on-one? I don't remember, especially for a world title. And Sami Zayn has not been world champion. So I think at the Rumble, Sami, Saudi, good pop, good energy. I think both will get that energy and good pop up in Saudi. But I think Drew would retain. So in this fatal 4-way next Saturday, I will go with Sami Zayn to be victorious. So that's just me.
Wow, does that mean all three of us have a different person winning?
I got Sami, you got Priest, and Kenny you got Orton. Wow.
So
hey, may the best man win.
Somebody gonna lose and somebody gonna cheer.
All right, so down the line, up next we have. Don't mind me, I'm all over the place. New things to work out here. We are getting Cody Rhodes. He declared for the Royal Rumble. Really no surprise there, because Drew McIntyre told the world, "Hey, buddy, you ain't read that fine print in the contract." You know, because he said most of you Americans don't read anyway.
I love
that. He said, "Listen, hey, I told Nick to put in the part where if I was to win, Cody gets no more rematches. So, buddy, if you want to come back for the strap, that means you got to win the Rumble, you got to win the Chamber, you go to the back of the line, buddy, and work your way back up." So Cody was like, "I bet I'm putting my name into the Royal Rumble." The first person I've heard to declare for the Rumble on either side, men or women, and we are 2 weeks away from the Rumble. And this is a big get. We kind of figured he would be in it, but it also just adds more questions. Like, oh shit, like, does he win it? Does he not win it? Now, who's going to be involved in the final 4, final 8? It definitely adds more intrigue, because, like Terrence mentioned last week, Cody's better on chase mode. And I'll bring up a comment about that later on. But no surprise here. Cody in the Rumble, right? No surprise here, right?
No. It was meant to. It was probably going to happen, especially he took that loss. And
yeah. I think the crowd was hot. The crowd was like mixed, cheers and the boos, and he kind of said, "Hey, that's kind of like brand new. I'm not used to that." So he felt the energy, he felt the vibes, and with what he said on the promo, like robotic, and I come out, I say this, I say whoa, and we want to talk about it. It just felt episodic, like it felt the same routine, and the fans were more like kind of telling him like, yeah, man, we want something different, something new, nothing personal. It just, there's Drew McIntyre, who has not been champion since the fucking pandemic era, and when he was, there was no fans out there, but now he gets the opportunity to be world champion and come out to a crowd of people. He can wear the belt now, and there's fans. There's a lot into that story, so I might as well go here. But like, so Drew is out there with the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a dope fucking photo right there, a dope feeling. So Cody in the Rumble, we see Drew out there. No rematch, but I like the crowd in the beginning when Drew was out there. The pyro was going crazy. It was a real good feeling for Drew to be out there with the world title.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, that's one of the things they've built into the storyline, right? Is like how much he didn't have, actual fans to like play off of when he, actually won the title. So like, just on some like fan shit, it's kind of cool to see him be back in Europe, and get that opportunity. But it's also like him talking his shit, right? Like I think one of Drew's most underrated like values is his promos.
Yeah.
Drew talk hot level shit, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he be going in. So it's exciting to see him get that chance.
Nah, I'm happy for him. So, Kenny, what do you think about Drew McIntyre opening the show on SmackDown, seeing the fans out there, seeing the fans react the way they did, and just out there in front of fans with the title finally?
If anything, Drew really did was, represent for the culture, his culture, Scotland, for those overseas. Came out, he started out with the bad pipes. They came out to open up for him coming out.
Yeah.
Got the amazing roar shirt off the belt. He was playing on both sides of the character. One, he was in his mode for his character, but also you could just see it's him soaking it all in, like getting that reaction, getting that emotion, that feeling. He's like, yo, this is how it should have been when I should have won in 2020, but the world was shut down. But
yeah,
you see him like switching on and off. He was like, he was about to get ready to start. Then he saw some fans in the crowd. He was like, F it. I'm just gonna go in there and just celebrate with them. But then, credit to what he said. The man went inside, accepted what the fans were saying, but he said, yo, you know what? I'm staying on character. He's like, first thing, screw you. My man cut Snoop Dogg's promo when he was when Snoop won his Hall of Fame star. I want to thank me. It's all about me. I appreciate me. The only one that my biggest fan is me, and all that I want to is me. I'm the one.
Yeah.
I'm the one that appreciates me. Y'all wasn't there when I was suspended. Y'all wasn't with me shooting in the ring. Y'all wasn't with me doing Claymore, giving banger after banger, saying burger after burger. Y'all wasn't with me. Now look at me.
You wasn't with me in the gym.
You wasn't with me in Scotland. You wasn't with me when I took Cody CM Punk's bracelet. When I took Cody's watch. I took Damian Priest's necklace.
That's right.
I was suspended. I was from bus. And then next, Nick Aldis. Y'all wasn't with me. Guess what? I got me. No QB1, whatever the crap you're saying. So yeah,
that's
I'm talking like him right now. But yeah, man. Shout out to Drew, man. This is gonna be pretty big, the Drew McIntyre era, and just waiting to see how long they're gonna keep this going. I think they should do it probably up to Mania or lead up. I mean, too soon to do Saturday night.
Nah,
way too soon for Rumble. So
no,
but they're gonna make it probably a month. But right now, based off the reaction tonight, maybe they might give him all the way to Mania for him hold the strap.
Yeah, I mean, I think the latest is Mania. Listen, I'm not calling for him to lose right away, but if they're gonna have him drop it, it might be a Mania, or the earliest could be Chamber. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be Chamber. I'm just saying we're trying to figure this shit out in real time. But what I did appreciate was the no rematch clause for Cody Rhodes. So now it's like, yo, to make the fans feel like Cody just not gonna get a fucking rematch next week. No, bro, you gotta earn the shit now. And like I mentioned earlier, T said Cody in chase mode is a lot better than him being champion. Again, that's not his fault. It just when he was the champion, they didn't give him, aside from Drew McIntyre, they didn't give him shit to do. Aside of Drew and John Cena, what were you doing with your main world champion? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not only on him, but that's on the company as well to not put your main champion in a bigger light. So congrats to Drew out there in front of fans with the championship belt for the first time ever. Yeah, shout out to him. So go, yeah.
I want to piggyback off that, Randy. There was something you said that I really, really like, but I also I'm gonna just take a wild guess. Like you said, we solving this mystery in real time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say he doesn't drop it till SummerSlam.
Wow, that long?
And the reason is, for one, he was. I know we give and shout out to our tribal chief. I know we give credit to Roman for being the champion who brought us through the pandemic. right? But Drew was the one who got us like in the middle of the pandemic. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it a buck. So I feel like they're gonna give him a decent run to be able to enjoy it while their fans can actually be there to interact with him, like to see what it looks like with Drew as, you know, the face of wrestling, period. Right? Like if you got the big boy belt in WWE, you are I'm gonna call him QB1. I don't know what the striker one or forward one in football, as they would call it over there. But point is, you're the guy, right? So right now, let's let him run. And I think too, it'll allow for him to actually like build other like real superstars. You know what I mean? Like, let's see how I mean, like we talk about all the time. Maybe this is that opportunity for Trips and the rest of the creative team to go back to, you know, back in the day where it wasn't just between two people for months on end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the saga between, say, Cody and Roman, incredible. Chef's kiss, cinema, we loved it, right? But not everything needs to be that. And in fact, this might be the time to switch it up. Give us a feud with him and Randy, Sammy, Trick, you know, Oba is on the way. Let's not forget. You know, obviously they're pulling Jacob Fatu into the big boy conversation. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, it allows us to actually believe and see that some other, you know, other talent can get some shine.
No, I agree. It definitely opens the doors for other people to get involved that may not always. Because if Cody is still champion today, it's like, all right, there's not many contenders for him. But now with Drew, it's like, oh, you should mention Oba. There's Trick. There's Randy Orton. There's Fatu. Like, oh, now it's like more people can get involved, and that's what the Roman joint was so impactful, because it involved like 20 people, a bloodline, and plus your Sammy, KO, this guy, that guy, Brock, blah, blah, blah. It's just so many people involved. Like, oh shit, he helped elevate those people along the way. So hey, listen, if it is SummerSlam, I ain't got no problem, because it's something different, because not every title has to change hands at a WrestleMania. I think people have been programmed like, all right, the title is going to change at WrestleMania or SummerSlam. That's it. No in between, no backlash, no this, no that. Nah, it could happen on any given day. The title can change hands. So if Drew is a champion walking into SummerSlam in Minnesota as champion, I ain't got no problem with that.
Any given Sunday, baby.
That's right.
And I will say this to close real quick, my fault. Right?
Yeah.
I'll just there's also, they build this man as a full-on asshole for years. So what do we want to see him get his ass beat? Like, we always want to see the asshole get his ass beat, whether he wins or not.
And I think to your point,
he can retain. But we want to see some people get their lick back, because he been beating niggas. Oh, my fault, I can't say that.
No, you can say that.
That New York thing. He been beating people's ass for years. Yo, listen, the LES came out with it. My fault.
No kidding. We on the wrong show.
LES came out.
Hey, hey, it's 11:35 p.m. So we,
you know what I'm saying?
Good.
It's dark over here too. You know what I'm saying? It's coming.
This
you know
after dark. After dark. Yeah.
The real scribe came out for like 2 seconds. My bad.
Hey yo,
you know, he been playing beats on people.
Oh man,
that was my Booker T moment.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Drew McIntyre, we coming for you.
I know K-Days on Monday, bro. Come on.
If you're watching us on X or YouTube, thank you guys. We greatly appreciate it. I know the timing gets off with not being a live SmackDown, but we greatly appreciate anybody who wants to drop a comment, feedback, anything regarding SmackDown tonight. We'll get right to it. You mentioned Jacob Fatu, so we are going to get Cody Rhodes and Fatu at Saturday night's main event. No, get that out of here, buddy. There you go. All right. So Cody was like, you know, he called Fatu out. Fatu was like, yo, get your punk ass out here. What's good? What's popping? What's the word? You looking for me? You talk about me? And then Cody ran out. They start scrapping. Lo and behold, you get this match made official for next Saturday. I think there's no stipulation, no number one contender. It's just Cody against Fatu. Again, with Cody losing, it's like, this seems like a fresh thing for both guys to be a part of. So I think that's why having Drew win was also important. So Cody, Fatu, next Saturday main event. Does it end clean? We don't know. Probably a lot of shenanigans, aka shenanigans going on. Maybe. I don't think you get a clear winner in this contest. But what are you looking forward to with Cody and Fatu next Saturday?
Oh, I think, well, I said this before. Now that Cody's, out the title picture, it'll be good to see him like going on one-on-one in, matches against others, as his build-up, this will show, as y'all's credit, Cody in the chase mode. Cody possibly, taking one where he's going to probably put someone over, and we could probably see some sort of change. This is the same what happened to Cody when he lost at 40 or 39 against Roman, and he had that feud against Lesnar. He had like 3 or 4 feuds against Lesnar, and then he was building himself up. So this gives the opportunity to for Cody to show the chase, Cody to be out, and Cody to work on material without holding the belt. Like, we want to see Cody win, but this is allowed for all right, Cody, without that belt, who are you really? Because a lot of superstars that without the belt, that's when it really shows. Like, when you have nothing, that's when you're true. That's when your real work comes out. That's when it comes. Yes, when you have the title, it creates more of a different aura, and it gives you that certain swag. It gives you that.
Yeah.
But out the title, what is Cody's real? Who is Cody really? What's his legacy going to be? Is he only good with the belt? But now it's time to see what's he going to be without it. And I think with this one, I'm calling it right now. Yes, it's going to be some fucking shenanigans, but I think that with that, I think Cody's this is going to push up for Fatu. I think Fatu's going to take the win over Cody. Cody's going to be in the Royal Rumble, but I think this is going to like do some type of shift. This is going to push up Jacob, because when Jacob left, he was beyond white hot. So I think they probably want to pick up where they left off and see what's going to happen. I think Jacob's going to get the win over Cody on next Saturday. And this is just going to branch more for Cody. If he gives a good match, but he takes the loss, I don't think he'll be affected by it.
You mean like a clean win, like a pin, or
it could be either clean, but it might be some shenanigans shit,
like a count out type shit, DQ.
Maybe it might be that if they want to save him.
And I think to your point before Terrence chimes in, the fact that it's weird is like when with Cody not having the strap, it kind of looks like he looks more like relieved or something. Like now there's a new form of energy or something. Like he looks rejuvenated. When he was scrapping with Fatu, like you just see like he's going after it. I don't know if I'm bugging, but I think if he was still champ, you might not get that kind of vigor from Cody. But now you saw him even with the promo, you saw him get a little animated and upset. Like hey man, is he turning heel? Is he like is he like more? Is he venting now without the title and the burden that you have to carry with being the world champion? But now it's like I was like a little sigh of relief. Now I can go back into my bag and everything and fight this guy, that guy, do different storylines. A little more comfortable Cody kind of vibe that I felt from tonight.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I haven't seen it yet, but everybody remembers I'm on the West Coast. I'm kind of actually just watching the qualifier between The Miz and Mr. Randy RKO Orton now. But I actually was vibing with what you guys were saying. Kenny, I felt like you made a valid point in that, it allows Cody a reset. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Correct.
It allows us to it allows the fans to care about him again. Because this run with being the title holder, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of just been like, okay, he got the title. He, like you said, it's been Randy. It's been like carbon copy every time. He's gonna come out. He's gonna say what he want to talk about and call himself QB1, and then we all go home. And it's like, yo, like where's the character development? You know what I mean? Like, so I think that this is gonna allow him to, kind of just massage it just enough to remind us of why we should care about him. In terms of who wins the match, to be real with you, honestly, I don't think it hurts either one of them to win or lose. The fact that they're having it has already done the thing, right? Like for Cody, it's new feuds, it's new smoke, it's new energy. You know what I mean? Make us care about. I mean, is it a big scary Samoan? Perhaps. Perhaps. Does he have smoke with it seems like the whole Pacific Islands? Maybe. But at least it's not Roman. At least it's somebody else, right? A bona fide star in his own right. But for Jacob, it does say, he is on this level, or he's at least ascending to it, right? Where he belongs in that conversation of world heavy, of universal, of real true championship caliber. So regardless of who wins, the match has done its job, right? Like, it gives us a new opportunity to care about these guys in a new sense,
Yeah. Very important part of all the Jacob Fatu and the Cody Rhodes. And we'll go back and forth with this topic. So there's WrestleMania 42 plans changing. Obviously, there's nothing is set in stone, but as of this morning, and again, you take it with a grain of salt. There's a rumors, you choose to believe it or not. But I'll call it to Dave Meltzer, because there's people who don't, whatever. Okay. According to him, there's two current undisputed championship matches ideas that are being reported to be considered for WrestleMania 42. Either Drew McIntyre against Cody Rhodes again, or Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, and Jacob Fatu in a triple threat match at WrestleMania. That's what's being discussed. That's the rumor. That's the this and that. But as fans, do you want another? That means Cody would have to win the Rumble or Chamber to get to Drew McIntyre and get the rematch. Or you add Fatu to the mix because he put himself in there last week. And then obviously they got the main event match next week. So are we fans of Drew? Let's just say, for the sake of argument, debate, do you want Drew Cody again? Or do you want Drew Cody and Fatu for the title?
See, go ahead. I'm still thinking about this one.
Oh, you could say none. You could say neither.
I mean, I'll pick it up. Honestly, I would either say, I mean, I know I'm supposed to pick one, but since you just gave us the option, I would either say the triple threat or neither. Okay. I don't want it to just be Cody versus Drew.
Drew, yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna get stale. It's gonna get boring. And when's the last time we've had a triple threat match in the men's side for the world? For the Universal, at Mania, for you know what I'm saying? Like it's been definitely a while. I can't really remember the last one. I'm sure y'all know.
So you're saying a triple threat match for the main title at a WrestleMania?
Like, I can't remember the last time that's been a thing on the men's side. And two, like, it's about that time, right? Like, I hate to be wrestling morbid, but our guys are on the way out. You know what I mean? Like Randy Orton said, I'm only doing this till I'm 50 or 55. He'll be 46 this year, right? Same goes for Roman. Same goes for Seth. Obviously, CM Punk. Lesnar, AJ, all those, they're right behind, John Cena. So the point is, you got to start to build up the next crop to be in these WrestleMania main event spaces. And, why not pass the torch this way where, everybody's still healthy, everybody's still viable, everybody's still believable. You know what I mean? And whether Jacob wins it or not, which he probably won't, but that's not the point. The point is now he's in the conversation. So I don't know. If I had to pick, it would be either the triple threat or something else altogether.
Which means he if that's the route, that means he's in there to take the pin. Because it'll protect either Cody or Drew. So if Drew was to lose because Cody pinned Fatu, Drew never lost it by pinfall. Or if Drew pins Fatu, then Cody never lost. So is that little thing? But I if I'm wrong, I think the last time triple threat at Mania for that title was the Roman Daniel Bryan Edge. That was 37?
7?
37, yeah.
6, 7, yeah.
Because Roman was either that or the Universal, one of those titles. He probably had both of it by that time. But for that kind of title, I think it was Edge, Daniel Bryan, and Roman. I thought it was Cena, Orton, Triple H.
Yeah, I thought it was, well.
But I was 28 though.
Yeah.
That's like, nah, I think it's Edge, Edge, Roman, Daniel Bryan, Roman, Edge, Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 37 for the Universal Championship. So I don't even think Roman had the other title by that time. I think it was just the Universal, the red joint, maybe.
Yeah, when they had the red and the black. Too many damn titles. Too many damn Universal titles. I'm like, which one's the main goddamn one?
I think. Go ahead.
My fault. I think that credits to T. I think we either do a triple threat. Cody's in there with a heel, and then Fatu as the reckless gray area that he is. But if anything, give us that, or what we said before, Cody can go to a WrestleMania without being in a title match. If y'all wanted to, y'all can pick up probably something that happens at Royal Rumble, depending on who eliminates Cody. Maybe Cody might. You could, if you wanted to, you could really do Cody and Roman in a singles match that is not for the title. I think that can give an amazing pop. If Cody and Roman can really fight. Roman, we saw Roman in a WrestleMania fighting not for the US, not for the World Heavy title. It'll just probably be his second WrestleMania if it does happen that he's not in a championship match. But if you get Cody and Roman, that can be very, very good, especially with no gold and he just fighting just to square up and just to throw the hands. I think that can really work, and that can be like a. Now the question is, can that be a top night 1 or night 2 match? Will that match be more popular than an actual heavyweight title match? But I
think if the title is not there, then it's not gonna make. If there's no title involved, I can see that not being the main event. Because then it's like, what are you fighting for? Because and it's a perfect segue. I'm not sure if you've seen it earlier. There's the again rumors and stuff like that, according to Meltzer, that the company Triple H feels that there might be some fatigue from another Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns match at a WrestleMania. Get Fatu and Rhodes out of here. There you go. So the quote is, we were told that Reigns will be the odd man out of the main title picture. He is scheduled to return at the Rumble, and one would expect his direction to be more clearer by the Rumble. According to sources, Drew McIntyre winning the title was a change in direction and was decided within 48 hours of the match taking place, where the Mania plan changed. The way it was explained is that Triple H took one more look at the Rumble to Mania plan direction and decided that doing a Roman match for the third time in 4 years and spending months to that build would lead to audience fatigue. Even going to saying Cody even brought up McIntyre at the same time and asked for advice if it made sense and if he would be more valuable chasing than defending, and eventually they decided chasing would be better. So there's the word that maybe people within the company, like a Hunter, or again, it's all speculation, that internally they felt fatigue of another Cody Roman match, whether title, non-title. That's where we at right now. So the path for Roman for WrestleMania, very unclear. The path for Cody is somewhat unclear, but we kind of know the pieces of who he might get. But to get Cody and Roman again, not saying that we can't get it, but as of right now, that's kind of like off the table because they feel the fans are gonna get tired of it. But do you guys agree with that point? Would you be fatigued? Like, oh, come on, man, another fucking Roman Cody match? Or are you more like, yeah, come on, let's get it. It's 1-1. You know, someone got to get that third bout.
I feel like without the belt, it just don't have the same meaning to me.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like they have this weird like frenemies kind of bullshit that they go through. You know what I mean? Sometimes they need each other, sometimes they hate each other, but it's always tumultuous. Yeah. You know what I mean? So without the belt to really cap it off and make it mean something, Kenny, I got to keep it a buck. I kind of disagree. I don't know that I'd want to see this without a title being, you know, what they're actually going for. And I actually like the fact that like we're getting something different. You know what I mean? Like Cody, yeah, keep him in the McIntyre space. I actually would love to see Roman finish his his story with CM Punk. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's the route they go at Mania and let the two of them square off because they definitely got unfinished business too. You know what I mean? And I mean, I know it may seem like, oh, like why would Roman Reigns go after that belt? Because CM Punk has it. And he just doesn't want him to have it. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's good enough for me. I'll buy that.
Mm-hmm. Kenny, are you fatigued of another Cody Roman Reigns match?
Yes and no. I think it's like this. Honestly, it would have been picked off. I don't think the fatigue would have happened if this would have picked right back up right after War Games when Cody and Roman had a little disagreement, you know, where Roman helped up Punk, but he didn't help up Cody. And then they had a little exchange. Now, that would have still continued to build right after in December. So Roman would have drew a little heel shots here and there. Champion, about him, his persona, about who he's facing. But, you know, after War Games, Roman, you know, took his little hiatus. So that kind of like discontinued it. I'm actually for Roman and Cody. Like, if this shows like, yeah, the last two bouts we fought for the title, but if we could have Roman and Cody just show like, yo, the feud that we have, yes, is we always fought for the title and everything, but like, yo, we are just somebody that, yo, we can fight bigger without the title. We don't have to fight within the goal. Like this beef, this what we have, this little rivalry is bigger without the belt. We've seen it from a lot of other greats as well. They fought without having the belt, even with an advantage. They just probably just want to see who's the best. Yes, you can say like, yeah, we're 2-1, we're 1-1 with the title, but you know what? We can still keep this like, yo, I'm 3, like, yo, I'm 2-1 on you. The belt, maybe one with the belt, one with just by itself. Like, yo, I beat you with the belt and I could beat you without it. It don't matter. Any type of match, any type of hardware in it, I'm still over you. I'm number one. So it depends how you build this up. I think it could really build up after the Royal Rumble. So give me Cody and Roman, you know, not for the title. I think this could happen probably at Mania. I'm going with that.
I hear you. I'm trying to find this photo and is bugging me out. Because I do got a main point before we all get up out of here. But yeah, I think to Terrence's point, when I found a photo, I think without the title, it doesn't have that. Not saying it's not a main event, but it's losing something, because now if Cody was up 2-0 and Roman's on the way out and he wants to get one more victory, it's like Stone Cold and The Rock. Stone Cold was up 2-0 on The Rock at WrestleMania. The final match is more like, this last time, two ghosts going at it, respect and everything. Rock gonna win. Stone Cold is out. That's it. I go to the sunset while The Rock goes into being Hollywood Rock. That's one thing. These two guys still in their prime, still can go. They're 1-1 in championship matches. What if you're gonna do a third match, it has to be for the title. It has to be. Now, am I saying this year WrestleMania? I mean, do you want it in Saudi Arabia? Do you want Cody and Roman again in Saudi? I don't know, because I'm hearing Rock and Roman. I'm hearing this and that. Like, if you're gonna do that match, you're gonna have to do it this year in Vegas. But that means you're gonna negate Drew, Randy, Fatu, everybody that CM Punk that would have been in this pathway for Roman. And the fact is, Roman has not been there in a hot minute. So now it's like, all right, we're gonna plug him in. We're gonna force it. There's no story going on. It's like now it shows we need a big main event match for WrestleMania Vegas. It's gotta we gotta rely on Cody and Roman to make it happen. That's when it'll look forced, because right now you're in January, Main is in April. What are you gonna do between end of January and April to build a Roman Cody story? Because last two times it was going on for the entire year with the bloodline and this and that. Like, it was already built in. This right here, I don't mind seeing it. I really don't. But it has to be it's got to be for the title. But if that's what it is, Cody is better on the chase. That means Roman has to be walking into WrestleMania somehow with the title, and then Cody has to be the challenger again, not the other way around. That's just my
I'm gonna agree with you.
Oh.
On 98% of that. Here's where I'm at with it. I think the one thing, they're amazing, right? Like, they are the guys carrying this generation, along with, my guy Seth Rollins. You know what I mean? Get well soon.
That's right.
I actually would love to see what the rubber match or the third match between these two looks like, with Cody as champion and Roman needing that title, needing that victory, needing to beat him and dethrone him. What would that look like? Would that bring out something different in Cody? You know what I mean? Could that be like, yo, this is the opportunity to make the finally make the switch and have Cody be a heel because he needed something extra
to keep it?
Gotta turn. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Where it's like everything else you said, chef's kiss. I'm with you. Everything you said, like about them needing a title, yes, but also I agree that I don't think any of us are fatigued around like seeing them two go at it. But I do think something bigger has to be at stake. But the only thing, like I said, I would flip, have Cody be champion, have Roman need to go after him.
Yeah. My last point, fellas. I know T got to run soon, so I'll keep a couple things for next time, which would be Tuesday. We'll talk about NXT and Raw on Tuesday because we're all working on Monday, and it's a 3 p.m. start again. They're overseas, so we'll be working, got schedules, and obviously we got Punk and Finn for the world title. You got Becky and Maxine Dupree for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm pretty sure they got other matches, and like I told Kenny before you got on, to like the fact that SmackDown was looking a little better than Raw to me, because they had the less of the ads going on. You got 7 matches on the card. I'm like, hold on, you got 4 qualifying, you got the women's tag match, then you got the Chelsea Green joint, and then you got the Carmelo U.S. title match with Leon Slater, which I think was a really dope fucking match. So you're getting 7 in 3 hours. Now I know Raw is in that 2.5, but they can go on with, as long as they want. But still, if you're gonna get the 4-match format, in 2.5 hours, but on SmackDown you give me 3 hours and 7 matches, something is off. So I think they've been seeing some of the critique online about the ads and not so many matches and this. I think slowly, like you can see SmackDown looks different than Raw the last couple of weeks. You know, since the new year, the Videotron, all of the pyro and shit. Like, okay, it's a slow progression, but they're giving you more matches. They're putting more effort. They're taking away the ads or the commercials on SmackDown. But will that translate to Raw? I don't know. As of yet, I don't know. Noob. Julia is now working with some of the big names tonight. Yeah. So she was involved with Nia, Lash Legend. She got in who's a Kiana James.
Kiana James.
And you just reminded me, no, thank you, before I go to the last point. We are getting a women's triple threat number 1 contenders tag team match next week with Charlotte, Alexa, Nia, and Lash, and Julia and Kiana. So obviously the winner gets Rhea and Io down the line.
Shout out Rio.
Rio. So who do you think wins this number 1 contender tag match to get Rio? We don't know when. Rumble, Saturday main event, we don't know, but this is in Montreal, Quebec next Friday. They got Saturday main event in Montreal the following day, so it might just be all right. See you guys tomorrow against Rio. So, who do we got?
I think we're gonna change it up to my theory. I think we're gonna see Nia and Lash challenge Rio. You know, Raw dominant force power against Rio, so that's gonna be a little change up. We might even see a title change of them taking the titles from Rio. Alexa and Charlotte, they already had the opportunity for the straps. I mean, we might see something between them if they lose against Lash and Nia. So within them, you know, Kiana, Julia, pretty good, but not in their bracket right now. But I think that Nia and Lash will advance to face Rio, and they will take the straps from them as we.
Whoa! So you're saying new tag champions? Okay. Oh, that's right. You want that mega match at Mania? Okay.
Build it up. You know, switch out the tag titles. The tag titles will be more exciting than the the women's championship or whatever, because they're building all these women, all top tier women in it. So I think Nia and Lash will take the titles, and then after that, someone else will probably take the titles from them. So Nia and Lash Legend.
Okay. I would say at some point in time, we got to get away from these triple threat, fatal 4-way, number 1 contenders. I mean, just for me, like it can't be every. There's no story. Am I wrong? But like it can't just be all right. Next week, qualifying matches, fatal 4-way, triple threat, super like 6-man. Like we gotta find different ways to get true number 1 contenders.
Let me ask you something, Randy. Do you mean in general or within what they're doing with the women's tag?
I mean, I'm talking about in general. Even even with the men, to get to Drew, you gotta have qualifying matches. You gotta get the fatal 4-ways. It's like, yo, can you just build a story where it's like something where so to Kenny's point, Nia and Lash win this match, right? They get I would say Io and Rio. Okay. Like I'm gonna see it, but do I feel like, yo, this is the match that needed to happen? Like it's about time. There's a story. They all hate each other. They go. There's a pass. I can't even say that. You know what I'm saying? Like a majority of what goes on with these champions is like you become number one contender, but you got to win a match. You got to win a beat the clock or this and that. Like there's no true rivalry for a tag team or a singles championship. If I'm bugging, let me know.
Well, no, I think that's something that we kind of talked about like the last week or the last 2 weeks. But we kind of looked at it from the positive angle of like, yo, like you're putting all of these, what we would typically see like on the roster as like, individual stars together and, creating new tag teams. But look at the depth of, women that are coming through NXT that are still going to Raw or that are still going to, SmackDown. I think it says a lot that like the top tier are over here. They're doing a tag team thing to kind of elevate the tag team situation anyway, but you don't lose out on any singles competition. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's how deep, the bag is, so to speak, over there with the women's division. So
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's crazy, baby. I mean, so who do you got winning the match next week?
That said,
oh, here we go. Drum roll.
I'm a little torn.
Okay.
I want Nia Jax and Lash Legend to win. That's what I want.
I think they would too. I think that the Julia tag team, it comes down to Charlotte, Alexa, or Nia. And
that's who I think. I think Charlotte and Alexa are gonna win. I want Lash and Nia to win, but my money's on Charlotte and Alexa. I think they're gonna have them run it back.
But you know what, bro? I don't know if you saw it. I know you're West Coast, but Kenny, if I'm wrong, tell me real quick. It could be Charlotte and Alexa only because didn't they have like some backstage stuff going on where it's like I supported you, but you weren't there for me? Some sort of verbiage going on. Like are they teasing?
Yeah, because
a breakup.
Yeah, because Charlotte was sick and she basically got destroyed by Lash and Nia last week. So that could be a big reference. Like if Charlotte and Alexa lose, this might cause some discomfort between them. That's why Nia and Lash will be a good possible choice. This has been brewing since like when Charlotte and Alexa have won those tag team titles from the Judgment Day. Like all this builds up from when they won the titles, and then when Liv returned, and then all the tag team division came on Raw and threw hands. So this can be a possible lead up. There's your story right there. So this is just slow cooking, like slow simmering. So if Lash and Nia win this creates more friction between possibly Charlotte and Alexa. Nia and Lash win this. Next thing you know, they're going to start spitting their stuff. The next thing you know, someone's going to challenge them for the titles. Bayley and Lyra, throw them in there. And then eventually, possibly, we get the 6 women tag match or whatever. And then next thing you know, it's fair game. Every one of those women have won the title. Charlotte and Alexa, Rio, Lash Legend, Nia, Bayley, and Lyra. Who's gonna take it at Mania?
I just seen so the winner of this match will not be fighting at Saturday Main Event.
No, because that's
the Judgment Day in Rio.
Yeah.
So we're looking at
probably
the Rumble or like down the road,
Raw or SmackDown.
Or they get the winner of this match at Main Event.
Maybe.
I think. T, how much time you have left? Because your answer would determine whether I bring this up now or next week.
3 minutes.
No, I'm saving it. What I'm gonna bring up is like this might have to start the whole shit next week, but anyway. Yeah, I know you West Coast, and it's 12 over here in New York. But you can follow Kenny Holt at all social media platforms at Kawabunga _K _E _N. Terrence Watson and Lower East Scribe on all social media platforms. Myself, Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, letter J CRUZ. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. And most importantly, go to youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download the rates, comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Show some love and support for you boys on the program. We'll be back Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern following NXT. We'll talk about NXT, Raw, and anything else that happens over the weekend. So for myself, Terrence Watson, Kenny Holt, 2 Out of 3 Falls Podcast. We out.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Fish and chips in London, baby.